Early life and roots. Popcorn was born October 5, 1946, in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. He grew up in rural mountain terrain, in a family with Scots-Irish moonshining roots. His father taught him the distilling trade. His nickname Popcorn came from a bar incident. Frustrated by a popcorn vending machine that ate his dime, he smashed it with a pool cue. The name stuck. Popcorn started making whiskey in his youth by his own admission. He was turning out shit liquor early on. He built stills, harvested corn, distilled the famous White Lightning, all the while living the mountain way of self-reliance and resisting the government's involvement. He operated a roadside shop in Maggie Valley where he sold moonshine, antiques, and cast-off mountain relics. It also became part of his mystique. Over the years, Sutton was arrested several times for untaxed liquor, for possession of controlled substances, for illegal distilling. In 2008, federal agents caught up with him. He admitted in undercover discussions to having hundreds of gallons of moonshine. In 2009, he was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison for illegal distilling and firearm possession. Meanwhile, his reputation was growing. He authored an autobiography, appeared in documentaries, for example, "This is the last damn run of liqueur I'll ever make," and became something of a folk hero in Appalachian culture. On March 16, 2009, Popcorn Sutton died by suicide, carbon monoxide poisoning, just days before he was to report to prison. His death contributed to his mythic status. There are murals, songs, festival events dedicated to him, and much folklore about his life. A legal whiskey brand bearing his name, Popcorn Sutton's Tennessee White Whiskey, emerged after his death, tying his legacy into the modern craft distilling world. Sutton embodied an older Appalachian value: self-sufficiency, resistance to centralized authority, particularly regarding taxes and regulation, pride in one's craft. At the same time, he was savvy about image. He knew the public expected an old-time mountain man with beard and overalls, and played into that, but according to some accounts, he also disliked being reduced to a stereotype. His life lies at the intersection of folklore and fact. Real skill in moonshining, real conflict with the law, and a persona that transcended his local geography to become symbolic. One day in his roadside store near Maggie Valley, Popcorn sat behind the counter surrounded by dusty bottles and rusted tools. A visitor asked, "What's your best batch of liquor?" He leaned back, took a drag of his cigarette, and said, "I can brag about one thing, mackin' liquor. They ain't no damn body that can beat me makin' liquor." A few months later, he would buy his favorite car, an old Ford Fairmont with 3 jugs of moonshine, symbolizing the trade he loved and the independence he held dear.